Doug Kezirian. Doug, the Warriors are 7-point favorites over the Suns. Who do you like in the rematch tonight?
Even after having paying a tax, I will still lay it with the Warriors. Obviously, no Devin Booker. That's why this line is 7. But I think Golden State bounces back from the loss the other night in Phoenix. It's just too much to ask for this Suns team that you were talking about a little bit ago with Kendrick Perkins, how all these pieces do fit perfectly. The 3-and-D guys with the score, with Chris Paul, it all fits beautifully. But when you remove a guy like Booker, who is so key and gets them buckets when they're in a little bit of an offensive lull, I just don't think they can maintain pace with the Warriors, who will bounce back and obviously have a great, excellent defense as well. I think the Warriors eventually pull away and cover that 7.
All right, let's go to college football. Big 12 championship on ABC tomorrow at noon. Oklahoma State, 5.5-point favorites over Baylor. Who you backing in the Big 12?
For so long, I doubted Mike Gundy. Couldn't win the big game of Bedlam. Finally does. And in fact, they've covered or pushed every single Big 12 game this year, trying to become the first team ever to do that in conference play. So I'm going to have to lay it with this Oklahoma State team that is the second best in the country overall against the spread, behind only Michigan. Now, obviously, Baylor has some surprise wins. They've won outright as a dog 3 of the 4 times, but I just think too much offense for the Pokes here. I'll lay it with the Cowboys.
Finally, the American Championship at 4 p.m. on ABC. Cincinnati with a chance to get in the playoff as the first group of 5 member ever. They're 10.5-point favorites. 10.5 over Houston. Who you on here?
I think the underdog is live, but I'm definitely taking the 10.5. So often we've seen teams with everything to play for in conference championship game. All they have to do is win, and they don't because they're playing with so much pressure. The Bearcats know what's at stake, and they're facing a good Houston team with a potent offense. Now, the defense isn't that strong, but it's one of the better defensive units we've seen in Houston in recent years. So I think plus 10.5 is a very attractive play. I like the team total over as well, but I think the Cougs will keep this inside the number and have a chance to win if UC plays as tight as I think they will.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.